centuries, telepathy was a myth, a psychic superpower confined to fiction. But what if the ability to read minds wasn't paranormal, but simply technological? We've all had the moment, finishing a loved one's sentence or knowing what a friend was thinking. Was it a coincidence or a flicker of something more? The science of brain-computer interfaces is turning that something more into reality. This is the story of how we're going from superstition to science and learning to communicate without a single spoken word. I would like to take a quick moment in the video to fully thank you for being a part of my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to stay updated with my daily open-minded ideas. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll always know when new content is uploaded to keep you inspired and thinking. With that out of the way, let's get back to it. The scientific community regards it as pseudoscience, with anecdotal experiences often explained by coincidence, unconscious cues, or other psychological factors. What is often described as telepathy can be explained by existing biological and psychological phenomena. Intuition and empathy, close relationships and deep familiarity allow people to anticipate each other's feelings and reactions through interpreting subtle social cues, body language, and shared context. The hormone oxytocin, known to increase trust and social bonding, can also enhance a person's ability to interpret these cues. Confirmation and hindsight bias. People are more likely to notice and remember coincidences where their thoughts align with another person's, while forgetting the numerous times they did not. Synchronicity in close relationships. Couples or twins who live together and share experiences often have similar thought patterns or say the same thing at the same time because they are exposed to the same environmental stimuli. Auditory cues. Early parapsychology experiments conducted with people claiming telepathic abilities were often found to have flaws, such as the sender being able to communicate with the receiver through subtle sensory leakage, like hearing. Experimental attempts to prove telepathy. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, researchers have repeatedly attempted to prove the existence of telepathy, often with flawed methodology or non-replicable results. Xenocards. In the 1930s, J.B. Rhine used decks of cards with 5 distinct symbols. A sender would look at a random card while a receiver tried to guess the symbol. Although initial results seemed promising, they were discredited after it was discovered that subjects could use cues to cheat. Later experiments with stricter controls showed scores that were no better than chance. Ganzfeld experiments. In this series of sensory deprivation experiments, a receiver wears headphones with white noise and eye coverings with a red light, while a sender in another room concentrates on a specific image. The receiver must later identify the image from a set of 4. Some early studies claimed a success rate higher than chance, but critics pointed out methodological problems, and results could not be reliably replicated in independent studies. Dream telepathy. During the 1960s and 70s, studies at the Maimonides Medical Center explored whether a sender's image could be telepathically transmitted to a receiver during sleep. While some experiments suggested for a lack of controls. Flawed studies. Over the past century, many experiments claiming to prove telepathy have later been exposed as fraudulent, either by investigators or by the participants themselves. modern brain-to-brain communication. While paranormal telepathy is not scientifically proven, modern technology is making a form of direct, thought-based communication possible. These methods, which rely on technology and not psychic abilities, include brain-to-brain interfaces, BBIs. In 2014, researchers were able to send a thought-based message from a person in India to a person in France using brain-computer interface, BCI technology. The sender's thought, hola or ciao, was converted into a binary code via electroencephalography, EEG, sent over the internet, and delivered as electrical impulses to the receiver's brain. The receiver perceived flashes of light, which were decoded back into words. Neuroscience and machine learning. Technologies are advancing to read brain activity associated with speech before it is sent to motor regions. The signal could then be sent wirelessly to a recipient who, with a similar device, could have the message encoded back into their brain, creating the subjective sensation of receiving a thought. In-brain magnetic fields. Recent research is exploring whether the brain's own weak electromagnetic fields could be involved in cellular communication, including cryptochromes, proteins, and magnetic particles in the brain. However, this is still in the theoretical stage and far from a proven mechanism for telepathy. Thank you for listening. As always, remember to stay aware, informed, and above all else, choose love through all situations. Chosen, Lightbringer of Open Brain. Waves here. God bless you all. Texas Starseed.